Hey YouTube, this is Fear the Ghost, and you guys, or at least some of you, are probably wondering why I haven't been uploading, and that is because I have been extremely busy. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to upload, but I really have barely had any time to sit down at all. Plus, since most of my stuff has to be pre-recorded, that didn't help. And the reason why most of it has to be uh, pre well pre-done, such as the replays and creating the deck lists and all that, and that's mainly because of the fact that I can only record the 15 minutes. I will be getting the pro version soon, and if you have not already been able to tell, I actually have a new microphone. It's not the one I want, but it's what I'm going to have to deal with for now because I don't have very much in the way of spare money. Most of my spare money is going to be going to the... Well, most of my spare money is actually going to be going to getting the pro version because I have almost none of it. Anyway, this is me versus an artifact player. The deck I'm actually playing is a hero deck. I will actually be showing the profile for this either in this video or in a later one. It mainly depends on what my time looks like. So I start off with the Hero Lives. I pay 4,000 life points to add form change. I add Alias, normal summon it, and pass. And the reason why is because there wasn't really anything for me to do. There wasn't anything in here for me to really create. I only have these four, and I mean, I really didn't have anything to go into. I guess I could have gone into Ragna Zero, maybe. I was not going to go into Exciton. I could have gone into 101, but that didn't seem like an optimal play. He summons his Traptrix Myrmilio. He sets all 5 of the back row he has, and literally he went set 3. I'm like, set more, set more, set more. He says he has one. I'm like, come on, just one more, one more. So whenever he goes to declare his attack, I mass change into this guy, kill all of his back row. During his turn, I drop him down 300 points so he can't even get over Shadow Mist, and just pretty much just I guess, screw him over altogether. Now in this next one, I'm still playing the hero deck, and I'm not going to lie, I don't really have that much of an issue with Traptrix. Most of the decks I play don't care too much. But today, I don't know what it was, but everything decided that they wanted to play. Everybody decided they wanted to play Traptrix. So I wound up very, very annoyed. And here we're pretty much just exchanging turn for turn. I mean, both our boards in hand are pretty much clean, especially after the Mirror Force. So I'm just playing. I do set the Dimensional Prison. It's his turn. He does use the MST, which I don't know why. Well, I guess he didn't want me to stop Soul Charge. So he goes for Lavalval Chain, so he can top deck that guy. And literally, I'm like, okay, I want to draw Miracle Fusion right now, because if I draw Miracle Fusion, I win the game. And guess what happens? I top deck the Miracle Fusion, and GG. So, there was that. I also have, where is it? Heraldic versus Fire Fist, which I did today. The other one was what I did whenever I had time. I basically, I was up a lot later than I should have been, and I was able to get a few duels in case I was going to be recording. And I did have some stuff I was going to have to record. Now, I saw the Air Knight and I'm like, okay, typical first move, Air Knight into Crusader overlay for Tiger King. It's a typical first move. I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't an issue with it. I do try and go into Progenitor first, or Progenitor first, and I do Heraldry Art myself into Genome, so I can drop his attack to 0. So I pass it off, and he once again does the exact same play with... It just didn't make very much sense to me. I mean, he did get to summon his bear and everything, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say his plays were bad. It's just in my head. I couldn't really see much of any of it actually being the optimal play. And I'm just pretty much going to continue what I've been doing. The reason why I ran Guarded Treasure is I mainly put it in there because I had one slot and I'm like, oh, what can I put in there? And I thought it'd be funny to put in Guarded Treasure just to see people's reactions when I activate it. And usually it just gets first turn MST'd and I die anyway, and this is just a fun deck. I didn't really do anything serious with it, so for anyone who gets mad because I'm not being serious with it, it wasn't meant to be serious, is the thing. So, I actually made a misplay because I thought I had another Aberconway in here, but I didn't. So I'm actually not going to be able to do what I was wanting to do. Well, I do go into Khorne, send that, and attack over his Genome. And I end my turn, and he didn't have anything like he could do. He lost his Tensu earlier from using Dragon's Effect, which is why I thought that he really made a bad misplay there by sending the Tensu in the first place, because he was going to need that later on. And as you can see, if he had Tensu, he would have been able to make some kind of play. But he didn't, so he couldn't. Anyway, it's looking like I've... Well... Yeah, there's not really very much. Most stuff I do have, I can't play anyway, but why don't we take a look at this guy's deck over here? I haven't really seen very much artifact trap tricks. I know they're supposed to be pretty good though. He's got one Dionia, 2 Dionia, 3 Dionia. Okay, good. He has 3 Mamilo. He's playing 1, 2 Scythe, 2 Failnaught. Where's the third Moral Tack? Let's see. I don't think he plays 3 Moral Tack, which I feel is a very bad idea on his part. There's 1 Sanctum, 2 Sanctum, 3 Sanctum. So at least he plays 3 Sanctums. If I was him, I would never play Malevolent Catastrophe in Artifact Trap Tricks because you destroy all your own cards. So I really don't think that's a good idea. Double Cyclone's different because you can choose which of your own cards to destroy. Same thing with Artifact Movement. You can either MST your own card or MST theirs. And then I don't really know why 2 Fail Not. I guess mainly 2 Fail Not because he only has the 2 Moral Attack, but I personally think he should take out one of the Fail Nots for a Moral Attack. And Artifact Scythe, like, I honestly don't think it should be run at more than 1. Side deck some, I guess. But Beagle Tack, here's what I think would probably be optimal. 1 Scythe, 1 Beagle Tack, 3 Sanctum, 3 Movement, 1 Caduceus or Fail Not, and that's pretty much it. Let's see what he had in as far as side deck went. He's got Heartland Draco, 101, Corn, Utopia, Pearl. Okay. Heartland Draco, that's fine. 101, that's fine. Flagship of Corn, okay. Utopia, what are you doing? Gemini Pearl, I'm done. 2 Durandal I think is probably overkill for the fact that you can only make them with the artifacts, so you actually have to break 2 artifacts and get them on the field. Which, I mean, Beagle Tack can do that, but you actually have to have them on the field, and as this isn't a pure artifact deck, it really isn't worth it. Because he's not playing stuff like Star Drawing, which can make its level higher. Or which can be used for a rank 5. Pleiades is good at 2. I think he should cut a Durandal. Definitely cut a Tiras. Definitely cut a Tiras. Why would you run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7, 8. 8 rank 5s in this deck. That is not a good idea. You are relying way too heavily on the fact that you're going to wind up getting off the effects of your artifacts. Which, I mean, I guess that's okay, but that's not a good way to play it, in my opinion. He should definitely cut 1 Tiras and 1 Durandal, and most likely Shark Fortress, to put in cards such as, let's see, not Diamond Dyer. You should definitely keep the 101 in there. Corn's fine, but he should take out Utopia, Pearl, probably put in better generic rank 4s, and then he should trade out some of these rank 5s for some rank 4s. But anyway, I'm done criticizing this guy's deck because in my opinion, this guy does not have a very good deck. He's playing... I think he just tried too hard to fill in spots in his deck. I mean, I know that Traptrix is a very anti-meta deck, so I can understand why you would want Scythe. But I honestly think Moral Attack's better, because at least Moral Attack gets cards off the field. I would like to point out that Moral Attack can destroy face-up cards. It does not have to be a monster, so you can destroy troublesome things such as field spells. Anyway, in the next video I will have for you the My Hero deck. It's not particularly good, and I am waiting for them to add the Masked Hero for Dark Attributes. I'm also waiting for them to add Mass Change 2nd, so I can build my a Shaddoll hero, Shaddoll deck with Masked Heroes. So yeah. Some of you are probably thinking, wait, how does that work? Well, if you haven't read Masked Hero, the second one, Mass Change 2nd, I will explain it in the next video. See ya, guys.